do.
Hey y'all, my name is Jay. I'm a nursing student at Chamberlain, and I am also a single mother. So today's video is in honor of Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there. And I just want to give a video as a source of encouragement if you're a mom, especially a single mom who is thinking about going to nursing school, or if you're already in nursing school and you just need some pep talk to keep going, girl, keep going. So I'm just gonna give you guys a brief overview of like my story, I guess you can say, and some tips, words of advice, and encouragement. So first of all, why am I making this video? Like, it's kind of random, but when I was in nursing school, well, when I was thinking about going to nursing school, or like when I was first in nursing school, I used to, like I watched videos about everything. I watched YouTube videos about like literally everything. I was watching YouTube videos about like these, like, nursing school videos. So a lot of them are like young single people. They don't really have kids, or if they do have kids, they had kids after nursing school, and they'd be like, oh, I don't know how people did it while they were in nursing school. Or they'll be like, I'm glad that I had somebody there, like a spouse, a partner, or like a family member who helped them throughout. And while I do have support, I have a lot of great people in my life who support me, but on a day-to-day basis is really just is me and my son. So with that being said, I'll just like kind of get into like my story. So I was with Kiana's dad and we split up. I was living with him in a different city in North Carolina, and then I moved back to Charlotte with some of my family members. So I lived with them for a little while. In January 2019 is when I started Chamberlain. So for the first few sessions, I lived with my family, and things really didn't work out. Eventually, I just felt like it was best to get my own place, my own space. Now it's just me and Keanu, and I got really, really down. I was so used to depending on other people to help me take care of my son. And I was just like, I feel like I was like angry at everybody. I felt really like entitled. I felt like, I guess like betrayed or whatever. And eventually I got this apartment. I kind of had to like hard restart my mindset. And I talked about having a positive mindset and tips to survive nursing school, because that was a really big thing for me. Like, I just did not have the right mindset at all. And I talk about how my grades like sucked when I first went to nursing school, and this is one of the reasons why. Like, I was just dealing with like a whole bunch of personal stuff. So yeah, I felt entitled, and I felt like people needed to help me raise my son, but he's my child. I am supposed to be the one who takes full responsibility for him. It's nobody else's responsibility to help me take care of him except his father. And thankfully, like, his father really does help. So I had to get in the right mind space, and I got very, very, very down. Like, I got very down, and I felt like I couldn't keep going. Like, I felt like I had to give up, and I was like so close to just being like, you know what, like, I have to save this for like a later time. Like, I feel like I can't right now. I didn't completely drop out. I talked to an advisor, and I just changed my schedule around a little bit. So it actually pushed my graduation date a little further back. Like, I got pushed back one session, but at that time it was like honestly just what was best for me. I get assistance for like government assistance for food and daycare, Keanu's daycare. And people say what they want to, and they talk down on government assistance, but honestly it's for low income people, and I feel like it has a bad name because of the people who abuse it. But if you really use it the right way, it could really like help you out a lot, and it helps me out a lot. Also, so I work part-time, I go to school part-time, and I have daycare. So Keanu's in daycare for 11 hours a day. So like when I, like before the whole quarantine thing, I will go to class for like about like 3 to 6, 7 hours, depending on like what my schedule was for the day, and then I'll go to work after that. And the days that I don't have class, I also work, and then I work on weekends. So it's kind of how I cover my bills. And Keanu's father also thankfully provides financial support, and he sees Keanu every other weekend. So that's how the setup is. Guys, I'm talking like pre-corona, like regular everyday life. When I'm really like in a rock and a hard, between a rock and a hard place, I have people who I can call to help me. Like, I had to call my dad and borrow some money from him. Whenever I had the money again, I paid him back. But I have people who I can depend on. But if you are a person who's like me and you don't live with somebody else, and like you are just taking care of your child or your children by yourself. I know everybody's situation is different, but there are resources out there for single moms. There are resources out there for low-income people and people in school. And also, if you're a single mom, you're an independent student under financial aid, so you get more aid. And then on top of that, there are like scholarships and things. So this is just, like I said, a word of encouragement, word of advice. I get a lot of my homework done after my son goes to sleep. After he comes home from daycare, we have dinner, we'll like play or whatever, give him a bath and put him to sleep, and then I do my schoolwork. It gets difficult a lot of the time. It's very hard. As single mothers, we get a lot of pressure on us and a lot of negativity. There's a lot of negativity surrounding single mothers. I mean, I'm not even gonna get into that. That's a whole different topic, but it's just a lot of pressure on you. So when you do it by yourself, it's possible, guys, and I'm telling you it's possible, because if it wasn't possible, then I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not anybody special. I do it, one, because I have to, and two, because I am not gonna give up on my dream. I have always wanted to be a nurse. I just want to be able to provide a life for my son that I didn't necessarily have when I was growing up. The goal is to provide better for your kids or whatever. And you know, like, sometimes life doesn't really happen the way that you think it, or the way that you planned it out in your mind. I was a person who had my entire life planned out from like bottom to top, and then I got pregnant, and like I was just like, oh, how could this happen? It was totally unexpected, but literally having my son was like the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, ever happened to me. I am so joyful, and now that I'm independent, I'm even more in a positive mind space. I'm very thankful for all the people who helped me. I'm very happy with where I'm at, and I feel like I was always this person who was like, oh, well, when I get this, when I get that, I'll be happy. You know, like, when I get money, like, I'll be happy. But I kind of had to reevaluate, self-reflect, and realize that happiness is not about what you have. It's about your perspective. It's about how you view your surroundings, how you view your situation. And nursing school is something that I've always looked forward to, and even when I got in nursing school, I just still was not happy. So I had to reevaluate and like appreciate where I was in my process. And this is like the main reason that I created my YouTube channel. Like I said, I didn't really see anybody who was in my situation, so this is for the people who are in my situation. I'm just telling you that it's possible. It gets easier, and the payoff, the reward is gonna be so amazing, guys. The money is not, the degree is not gonna make you happy. The money is not gonna make you happy, but like, just appreciating where you are in your process, in your journey, is what matters. If you have any questions, of course, leave them down below. And with that being said, I will introduce you to my son, my lovely, handsome little guy. Say hi. Pop, you gotta talk to the people. Say hi. Pop, say hi. Why you acting shy? Oh, now you grumpy. Who you mad at? Once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that button. Also, hit that button for more content and show love in this box. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay healthy and safe. Bye!